Hey everybody, welcome back to the Squared Circle Action Figure Podcast YouTube channel. We are going to kind of finish the year of our favorite figures of Mattel's WWE Elite series. As I said in our previous video, this was going to be a little long, so I figured that we would separate it up, get to the summer, and then go into the holidays where we are right now as we head into 2020. So thanks for sticking with us, and I hope you've enjoyed some of the things we've had to say about all the figures that were released, at least the Elite figures that were released by Mattel in 2019. Hope you like our picks. We thought long and hard about this, and we really think these really our picks really set themselves apart from the other figures that were released in 2019. With that said, let's get into the summer. Obviously, we said in the last video, Series 68, it was the SummerSlam series. So it was a fun series. I first saw it actually in Walmart, and we have actually 3 figures from the series that we thought were, or 2 I should say, that we thought were really a cut above the rest. The first one I want to talk about is obviously the Mabel, or the King Mabel. King Mabel was a chase figure in this series, so let's talk a little bit about that first. Mattel, this was the first year they did chase variants, which was really interesting. So they took a common figure from the series, not collector's edition, and what they did was they actually had 2 styles of that figure. They had maybe a little different paint deco. The molding was similar, but it would just be a little bit different paint, a little bit different maybe entrance attire, and yeah, you could kind of get the chase version or not. King Mabel was that one in this series. As I remember or recall, we didn't know what the chase was first. I think it was intentionally initially said that the M on the attire was going to be the chase, but then the lightning strikes turned out to be the chase. Whatever, it doesn't matter really in my opinion. We got both figures, which was great, and both actual figures depict wrestling attires from 2 different matches for King Mabel. The M, from what I believe, was his King of the Ring. So this is his King of the Ring attire, where he won the King of the Ring. I believe that was in 1995. And then he also had the Lightning Strike attire, which he wore during his match at SummerSlam 95, his WWF or WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, where he challenged Diesel. So again, he's a heel here. What we like about this figure the most is though that it is completely accurate, and I love the new body mold. I mean, the new body mold is only going to be used for Mabel figures moving forward, Viscera, Big Daddy V, etc. And we love that they went out of their way to do that new body mold. I also love the fact that you have it's ring accurate. You have the tassels obviously coming off of the shoulders. It is just a wonderful, wonderful look. I love also that it's kind of wrinkled, because it always looked wrinkled in the ring when Mabel was moving around and everything, because it was soft, you know, it was a movable kind of material. So love this figure, and then they gave him the crown, the King of the Ring crown as well, which was really cool. It was completely accurate. They did put the WWE WWF logo on there. They made the silver area like in the picture in the back. I mean, this figure is the best Mabel figure we've ever got. The only gripe I did have was that, yeah, we didn't get the Men on a Mission. You know, I really wanted a Men on a Mission Mabel, but we didn't get it because of the height of the different color mohawks. So I can give Bill a pass there, but yeah, a little disappointed that we didn't get the Men on the Mission. The next figure of the series that we thought set itself apart was the Pat Patterson, the introduction of Pat Patterson. I really love this figure. We thought that This is again a great example of a 2-in-1 figure that checks all the boxes. You're never going to need another Pat Patterson figure ever again. It's an amazing figure. It's the Stooge version, first IC champ, Rio de Janeiro. You take all of everything off of him, all his clothes, and then he's just in basic tights, and he's that wrestler, Pat Patterson. So we love this. This was actually the collector's edition. That was a Walmart exclusive. So this was a fantastic figure, and we loved it. Yeah, so we really loved that figure, that Pat Patterson figure, as a collector's edition, as a Walmart exclusive. We really thought that the scan was incredible. The 2-in-1 aspect of the figure was a really, really great use and great spot for getting a Pat Patterson into the line. It checks all the boxes. It is one of my favorite figures of the year. With that said, Gerald Briscoe is not in this. I think for every reason we wanted to include one of those here, and include some other mainline figures that were really a little higher, you know. So we wanted to give the nod to Patterson because it was like, thank you Mattel, you did it. You did it now with Briscoe as well. Thank you again for completing, again, selection-wise, filling in those holes for us. Love that Pat Patterson. As we stepped out of the summer, obviously, we went to Elite Series 69. And Elite Series 69, I think, is probably one of the best series. You know, I look at Elite Series 69, I look at Elite Series, 65, 69, and then you have Elite Series, I would say probably 70, you know, and those were our top 3 favorite series of the year. I think they just had so much to offer, and you know, we have down below, I'll give you a link, check out our other video that we kind of review a lot of the figures from Elite Series 69. You know, check that video out. Obviously, comment, like. I'm not going to go in depth with a lot of the figures here, but I do want to say that that video is there. One figure that is actually in this series that we didn't review, I will take a look at. We'll take a look at right now. But we loved everything. The Miz was fantastic. I don't have one here because I gave one away. We're going to be doing more giveaways in 2020 as well. But I did give that Miz away, but it was perfect. It had the best Miz scan ever. It had the WrestleMania entrance attire, which was awesome. The robe is amazing. The glasses and the bandana. Absolutely fantastic figure. You have this amazing introduction Rey Mysterio Jr. here, which again I'm not going to go into, but obviously the tattoo deco is amazing and fabulous. You can see in the figure. I love the obviously skin. I love everything about this Rey. Awesome Rey Mysterio figure. We had the Ali as well, or Mustafa Ali, which was also an incredible figure. This was the chase of the series as well. You can get him in the yellow attire, which was the regular. The chase was the red. But again, you had the face removable face mask, an amazing face scan. You had the vest here, which was removable. You have his entrance hands, like the light up gloves that he wears, but you could take them off. And then this is another great use of interchangeable hands. Take these out, put the regular hands in, boom. You got an in-ring Ali now. So it goes from entrance attire Ali to in-ring Ali in one figure. Loved this figure. Then we had the introduction again, first time in the line, of Ricochet, which was decked out as well. The only gripe that I have about this, which was in our Elite 69 video, is that he's a little tall. I don't think his scale is quite accurate, but look, I'm not gonna really get too much into that. Mattel will fix that, I think, in the future. But his head may have been a little bit big too. But again, a great use of interchangeable hands. Detailed entrance jacket with the wings. It's an amazing figure. Get it. And then the last figure that we didn't discuss in the video is the Tommaso Ciampa. This is an amazing figure. Again, he has the soft goods camo pants, which are awesome. Then the multicolored knee brace with the gold and the black. He comes with the crutch. He comes, I believe, with interchangeable hands too. And then all the way to that face scan, which is amazing. His beard is even, if you can see in there, it's got a dirtied, like, kind of grayish in there, you know, like speckled with grays. And I love this figure. This is an amazing Tommaso Ciampa. It is super, super highly detailed and one of my favorite figures of the series and of the year. So again, when you look at that set, and then you got 3 collector's editions as well, the Liv Morgan, the Sonya Deville, and The Rock, it could be the best series of the year. It just has so many great figures in it. Would I have loved for Mattel to spread the wealth a little bit? I think so. But I loved end of the year placement. I loved Q4 placement of some really exciting figures, really awesome figures to find in stores and to obviously get online from Ringside Collectibles or Megalopolis Toys or wherever you all get your figures from. So moving on to Series 70, again, one of, I think, the best in the series. We want to mention Finn Balor. I don't have the Demon Finn Balor figure. That's obviously from his UK NXT TakeOver kind of attire there. It's amazing. I always forget who he pays homage to with that attire. I think it's like a Sherlock Holmes or Jekyll and Hyde character or something like that. But I love it. I love it with the top hat and tassels, and it's an amazing, amazing figure. I will have it in my collection sooner than later. I do have the other 2 that we picked for the year, which to start would be EC3. Perfect figure again. All the way down to his beefiness and his accurate kind of muscles and molding on the muscles and the veins and everything, to his wrist tape or wristbands and his knee pads. This is an area where I think we could have only went with 1 interchangeable handset. I do like that he has the EC3 hands as well. He's got the NXT microphone. He's got the ripped kind of tank t-shirt. This is an amazing figure. One of the best of the year in our opinion. And this is just an amazing, amazing figure by Mattel. Even the face scan is incredible. And love the EC3. The next one I would have to say from the series that we loved the best was Johnny Gargano, or just one of our favorites of the year, I should say, not even from the series, just one of our favorite figures of the year. It completes the kind of, you had the DIY set before, but this completes that kind of iteration, moving away from DIY. So you have the Johnny Gargano with his kind of emoji look on the knees here. And then, you know, it just says Johnny Wrestling on one of the knee pads. It's completely detailed. I absolutely love the red, white, and blue design here. This was obviously the, you know, you get them as DIY together, and then you get them in entires where they're facing each other, because this was his NXT TakeOver attire from Brooklyn before he faced Tommaso Ciampa. So again, it's completing, it's selection, it's just purpose. I love it, guys. Mattel, this is what you need to do. I absolutely love it. And then obviously the face scan is really, really good as well. So really love this figure. I just want to have some honorable mentions. We love Dolph Ziggler. The Dolph Ziggler figure is amazing. There's so many though that came previous that I can't put it in one of my top of 2019 or the best of 2019. Though that face scan is 100% accurate. Again, TrueFX nailed it. You guys at Mattel nailed it with that figure. That was the chase of the series. The one figure that we did not like was that McMahon. That is where TrueFX did not come through for you all. I don't know what happened there. I would love to get some input on it, on just what your guys' thoughts were of it. You know, Mattel design team, like, it does not look like Vince. I'm sorry. I'm surprised it got approved, to be honest with you. But with this suit, again, we don't want to be negative. We want to be positive. It's the end of the year. We're going into a new year. We had a great year. There were more wins than flops, in my opinion, for Mattel WWE figures. So let's move on to the last series of the year, which is Elite Series 71. From this series, we had 2 favorites that we picked for, like, on the top of the year. I mean, they were great figures, and you could probably argue for 3. But the first one I'm going to mention is the Cassius Ohno. The Cassius Ohno I don't have in hand. I just got it. I should be getting it probably after the new year, unfortunately. But I did pick it up from my buddy Michiak Hastel Toy. He is based in New York. I believe it's Westport, New York. I am going to put his information in right here, because if you're looking for hard to find wrestling figures, you're looking for vintage wrestling figures, new, toys and collectibles, Mitchie is the guy to go to. Go to him. He's going to give you a good deal. So I'll put his information below and in this video. And when I get the cash Sono, I think I'm going to actually do an unboxing video, or I may keep it in the box. I don't know. We'll see. But the second video of the series, worth noting, I would say, so the cash Sono is incredible. The face scan, I absolutely love. The entrance robe that he wears, or kind of shirt, it's amazing. But another, I would say, honorable mention that I do have, but I didn't put in here, is the Big Show. Love that Big Show. Love it as a Legends / flashback figure. I love the new detailed head scan on the figure. I love that it was depicting his match where he won his first world heavyweight, not world heavyweight, but WWF Championship title. I love that figure, but the best, and one of the top, and most undisputed one, is Adam Cole, baby. That's it. Love this figure. Again, this is where interchangeable hands and sets of them, multiple sets, make sense. Bebe hands, Undisputed Era hands. No boom? Come on, guys. You couldn't give me one? Well, with that said, I don't think I've ever seen a figure with this. Unless somebody in the comments let me know. Maybe has a figure ever had this? I don't know. Maybe RVD? I don't know. But anyway, we need a boom. And we didn't get it here. But other than that, it's perfect. I would have liked to have an NXT Heavyweight Championship title, or NXT Championship title in here instead of the North American title, because this was the second time we kind of got it. Oh, no, sorry. This is the first time we got it, and then we got it again with Velveteen Dream, and then we got it yeah, that's it. I think twice. But the second Velveteen Dream figure is really a 2020 figure. So this is the first time we got the North American title. I did get it in the burgundy. I think there was a variant. There was like a brownish color, not even a brownish, but it was like a gray, blackish color, so charcoal. But anyway, love the figure. Amazing figure. Highly detailed. Love the Bebe open mouth. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's one of the best figures of 2019. So, what I did want to do is I wanted to end the series, go to the wall real quick, and grab not a figure that's not part of the Elite collection, but it is an Ultimate Editions figure. And I want to round this portion of the video off with this figure and Ultimate Editions, because I'm highly critical of the line. I personally don't like them. I hope they go away after 2020. That's where I'm crossing my fingers. We have the 4-figure set. But I was not a fan of the Ultimate Editions. I personally believe that the Elite collection did more for me this year than Ultimate Editions. I don't like the extra points of articulation. I am not a figure photographer. I think the bodies look chunky in certain areas, especially in the torso. I don't care if I have an extra ankle bendy or bending of the ankle or wrist or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But as I say that, I'm going to go pull the one that we thought was amazing. So, we really liked this Ultimate Warrior, regardless of all its flaws, because I can name a lot of flaws in this figure. I think that the tricks, if they're even using it, because it's not on the box, is not good. I like it, but I kind of don't at the same time. I think it's better represented in the interchangeable head here, where it has worn face paint. But other than that, I mean, he got an entrance jacket, which kind of his defining moment, I mean, not kind of, but his defining moments figure got. I think this particular entrance jacket too was all cloth. I think the defining moments was like a pleather material. So, I don't know. It looks great. I think that it's detailed. I love the paint work. I know that's tough paint to do on the knee pads and the tights. I had this custom as a classic Superstars figure. I had someone do a custom. I think this is just as good as that custom, but I wouldn't say better. And I don't really care about these interchangeable hands. So for this figure, I mean, I put it as one of the best of 2019 because it was the intro to the line. It is the Ultimate Warrior. I'm a huge Ultimate Warrior mark. But as a series, I only have one other figure, which is the Bret Hart. And I don't even like the Bret Hart that much. I don't like his face scans again. I think they're off. They look a little too cartoonish to me. I think actually all the face scans, aside from the Ronda Rousey ones, feel a little too cartoonish to me. And I don't know why that is, guys. Comment below. Let me know what you think. But maybe it's just me seeing things incorrectly. The Bret Hart figure otherwise is great. I think we've got better Harts. So again, with the price point being around that $30 mark, and even when it's on sale around 20 bucks, I don't see a need for the Ultimate Editions. Just give me these figures in basic form. I don't need to pop every arm off. I don't need to pop every leg. Give me a couple interchangeable hands that make sense for the superstar. Give me a couple interchangeable heads from here and there, and now and again that makes sense again for that superstar. Give me a couple accessories here and there when it makes sense for that superstar, and I'm fine. I do not need Ultimate Editions. Again, I don't like the bodies. I don't like the added articulation. I'm not a figure photographer. I am not a poser of figures. I mainly keep them mint on card. So with that said, I don't know. I would say bye-bye to the Ultimate Editions and give me more defining moments. No more entrance gates, no more Ultimate Editions. Please bring back defining moments. And have them be for a year. Or no, sorry. Yeah, for a year. 4 years fine for me again. But have them be defining moments. Directly connected to a superstar's moment, to a match moment, and then connected back to the WWE Network. And that would be awesome, I think. Where people can watch the match. They got figures that are accurate to that match. They are defining. There are moments in wrestling history or current wrestling that are special. So with that said, Mattel, you did a great job. What we're going to do is we're going to, again, take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll round all this out with exclusives because, of course, we have some of the top, obviously, mainline figures of the year, but we still didn't talk about exclusives. That there were some store or online exclusives that just were awesome, and we got to talk about them. I'm so excited to get to them because they're really special. They weren't mainline releases, but really cool figures, so we'll get back to it very soon. So thanks again for bearing with us. It was a very, very long video, and we'll see you soon and talk about